Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so very interesting morning, man. It's been good for the most part, but I was able to finally get muster up the gall and the courage to check on my SSI, see how we're doing, because the last time I checked it was like end of January or early February, somewhere around there, and they said that they had some time to go. Well, they made a decision on March 8th, but they were supposed to send out the information via mail. I can't find the information online, so I don't know what the decision is, though I know it was made. Problem is, you have 60 days to appeal. If for some reason they did deny you, the appeal is going to take 60 days. Whether you have 60 days. So at this point, it's like, if they did deny me and I'm still waiting on this paperwork and it hasn't come to my address, or I haven't been able to get it from T or wherever the heck they sent it. Although I fixed my address to send everything here in that regard, but if they for some reason send it with the other mail to T, I ain't got it from him, whatever the case may be. I would only have like a week or two more weeks before I have to put in that appeal, or that process could start all over again. And there's no one to contact in regards to the appeal process. So as you try to call all these numbers, they just refer you back to the paperwork that they're going to send out. It's like, well, what if I don't have an address? What if I can't receive my mail for whatever reason? Who do I talk to in that situation? And they have nothing. So what I did is I started the appeals process, just assuming that they denied me. And then I put in the paperwork for which, the write-up, they give you 2,000 characters. I just told them, I was like, obviously, I told them the situation. I'm like, my appeal only stands if you denied it. If it ain't denied, then there's obviously no reason for me to appeal the process of being given what I'm supposed to be given. But I did update the information that they needed in regards to my latest therapist, for which I thought they already had that information. I thought they would automatically have that received, but no, you have to update that. So they didn't have my latest therapist information. I called up the therapist's office today, even though I know she's out of town, and got the information they asked for, and told them when my first session was, the last session I had, when the next one's scheduled, so I put all that stuff and updated that information and put it in their website. And then I proceeded to finish the appeal. I put my uncle down as a reference to somebody who knows what my condition is, even though it's not really an understanding what the condition is. He's paying for everything, so he can attest to the fact that I'm not working and that he is paying for everything in my situation. And that's what it was, man. I was able to address that and find out that a decision has been made and was made almost 2 months ago. But because of the fact that they send it paper mail, and I don't have an address, technically, I haven't received it. And I have no idea what the decision is. And because of how they have it set up, you can't find out. I went through different avenues. I was trying to see if the paperwork, where they confirm or deny that, if you, like, for example, if I were to tell somebody, hey, I get SSI, I took the latest paperwork and downloaded it to see what it said. Maybe that would then by default tell me if I had been denied. And it was dated that my benefits ended in 2002. I don't even remember applying for anything in 2002. I'm telling y'all, like, literally, 22 years ago? So it obviously hadn't updated for the current application. And then I was looking at other areas to see if it would give me the hint that I had received it or didn't. Nothing. And it said that you wouldn't, if they did approve you, your payments wouldn't kick in for 60 days. So when you go to check and see how much they have paid you, assuming that they think they sent you a check, it's still too early. So it's like, yo, this is screwed up, man. How does the appeal process take 60 days and the first payment take 60 days? It's like, yo, so if there's no way for me to get the paperwork, me waiting the 60 days to see if that would confirm on whether or not I'm getting paid, the fact that I would get the check, it would not necessarily work, because then my appeals time lapse would have overlapped. It's a damn nightmare, man. So for people who are experiencing homelessness, or for whatever reason in life you don't have access to your mail, they essentially don't have anything for you. Like, and it's like, if a person is disabled, in a lot of cases they can't work. If they can't work, then they're probably experiencing homelessness. So why can't you, if you do everything else electronically, including taking our medical information and our personal information and our social security number, if all of that can be given to you via electronically, then why the hell can't you give me a confirmation electronically? That has to come paper, right? It's a crooked situation there for us, man. It's a crooked system that really doesn't want to pay you money you've already earned. And that's essentially what it is. When I check and see how much money I've earned and whether or not I would qualify if disabled, it showed me how much money I didn't earn for these people over the last almost 23 years of working. It knows exactly how much taxes you've paid dating back to when you first started working. They told me exactly how much money I paid into them. It's like, get my damn money. I'm telling you I need it, and I need you to approve to me whether or not I should receive it. That shouldn't even be a thing. Give me my damn money back. I'm telling you I need it. But when you're dealing with this Zionist ass country where up is down and down is up as it pertains to what's right, of course they're going to make it very difficult for you to get what you need. And it's all starting to come together to me when I watch what's going on in Gaza and how much they support the slaughtering of children. And I look around and see little stuff like this. It's like, oh, these are the same people. Of course they don't mean us no good, man. They don't care nothing about nothing but continuing to keep their foot on the backs and necks of people. That's really what they're about, man. So, I don't separate the two. It's the same thing. Looking at Netanyahu talking about people, universities and students in universities all sympathizing with terrorists. I'm like, you out here killing babies, bro. You think people ain't watching you? You think we ain't watching what's going on with you? We know you kill babies for fun. You should be in places where people who do that go. Instead of sitting on my TV addressing me in my language about students in my country opposing the evil that you do in yours. Go to hell. Literally. And do it fast. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, that's what's going on today in my life. I'm paying attention to that. And of course, something led to me wanting to check my SSI. And what it was my finances and looking at my benefits for GR and realizing they've combined GR and my benefits for food. It's coming out of the same pot. It wasn't doing that the first couple of months, but all of a sudden over the last month and a half, 2 months, that's what it is. Anytime I spend money on GR, it's taken away from my food money. So I look up, I bought a few things with my GR money and find out I only have $20 to eat until the 7th. To the 7th? It is the 24th. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm like, how the hell did that happen? It's two different pots of money. Not anymore. They've combined it. Like, how the hell they combined it? Not in as in put it together, as in made it so that it's only one. In other words, whatever you got there is whatever you got there. Whatever you got here is whatever you got there. It's like, wait a minute, how the hell did we get from me having GR and food benefits to me just having $260 for both? Basically is what it is. So when I bought myself whatever I bought myself, lining for my shoe, new t-shirt, just buying random stuff, it was coming out of my food money. Didn't know that. So when I check my account and I see that thing says I only have $20, and then I look at my other account and I realize that the money my uncle left me with is at a certain amount, so I can't really do anything. It's like, damn, I'm broker than I've been since I've been in this situation right now. And at the same time, now the 3-month period of free transportation is gone, so you got to budget that in. So it's like, all of that just made me say, okay, where is my SSI? And that's what prompted me to check my SSI. So, and then you got T-Mobile, who just took $53 out of my account yesterday. Now they're hitting me up saying that I owe them $53 for the same payment because they're not acknowledging that that payment came through. So they've been harassing me all morning with phone calls with automated systems telling me to set up either a payment arrangement or pay them $173, which is 2 days overdue. How is that 2 days overdue if I set up a payment arrangement and met that payment arrangement? And now when I tried to set up another payment arrangement for the remaining balance, they're telling me I need to pay them the money I just paid them in order to make that balance, make that payment arrangement possible. Otherwise, they're not going to accept the payment arrangement until they receive what the hell they just received. So for me, it's like, yo, I don't know what's going on with T-Mobile. They took the amount, it was in the account, everything went as it normally does. I don't know why they're harassing me today. I haven't had trouble with T-Mobile all year long. Ever since I started telling you about them problems, I really haven't had them. I just kind of pay them $50 every 2 weeks, and they just got their $50. But they acting, I guess it didn't acknowledge that they got it for whatever reason, and now they're harassing me as if they're about to shut me down soon. So I got to talk to one of their representatives, correct their mistake. And it's like, bro, I don't want to talk to any of these people. I got other things I'd like to do with my day. It's just a lot of stuff like that going on right now. So I'm just getting out the house to go get a walk in. And the truth of the matter is, I got to be careful about going where I want to go. Like going to Hollywood, it's going to cost, you know what I mean? It's not free anymore. So I could just walk around here, you know what I mean? Get my exercise that way. And so that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to just walk further down Van Owen right now and just not go to Hollywood. That's kind of where my head is. But it's been a frustrating kind of morning, but it's also been blessed, because if I didn't have that issue with my food money, then I would have probably not checked my SSI today. And if I wouldn't have checked it for the next 2 weeks, assuming they deny me, which is what we expect, I wouldn't have had time to appeal. You know what I mean? The appeal process would have been over. They would have made me start all over again, which is literally something that cannot happen given the fact that I applied for this bull crap back in August. And of course now it is April. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait a whole nother year for them to come around. You know what I mean? Just because the appeals time has lapsed. I'm not going to let that happen. So it's just a nightmare, man. I'm at a point where I'm very tired, but at the same time, it's like, I'm thankful that God put that in my wake so that now I could check that and have time to appeal. So I was able to appeal. So it's like, even though that situation went down with GR or whatever the heck that is, what's going on with that, had it not happened, I wouldn't be in a good position to know that the decision has been made. Because the reality is, they told me my decision would have likely been in by January. And I checked it, and it wasn't ready, and I checked it in February, and they told me it was 75%. Well, judging by the speed that they were going, I figured it wouldn't be necessary to check it again until May, because that's how the speed has been going. Every 2 months, it's like 15% or something like that. So it's like they came to their conclusion in March 9th or something like that, and that wasn't consistent with the speed it had been at all, based on the percentage that they told me they had left and the time from which percentages had lapsed. So it's like, I'm thinking I don't need to check that thing probably till the beginning of next 2 weeks from now. It'd have been too late. So like, I don't know, man. Apparently the decision has been made. The paperwork has been sent somewhere. It ain't been sent to me. It definitely ain't come to where I am at. And I don't know if it came to Tendai or not, because I ain't been able to get my mail from him as of late. We've been trying to connect, but he's been very busy, and I've kind of been letting it lapse. But now I got to see if I can get that paperwork, if it has arrived. And if it hasn't arrived, I need to know where the hell they sent it. So when I checked my email, it essentially tells me all of my paperwork, my mail, what mail has come to Tendai. I can see online what has been sent to him, and it's all junk mail that has been reported to my email. So it ain't like I've seen anything that said Social Security Administration or anything. If it had been, then I would have made communication with him that I need to get that particular piece of mail. But it's just one of those situations where it's like, man, clearly they don't want people to get what they're supposed to have. Clearly they're dragging their feet on something. They kind of want the time to lapse on people and stuff like that. One set of paperwork said that they would send the decision in 15 days. Another part of the website said that it would come anywhere between 15 and 30 days. So you could, and it's like, man, nobody knows when they're actually going to give you the decision. And judging by how things are going, nothing's consistent. It ain't coming when they tell you it's coming. And they speed up the time last minute. It's like, this is madness, man. It's absolute madness. And so that's what I've been going through this morning, man. Just coming to the realization that I probably don't have enough money to take care of what I need to take care of for the rest of the time I'm waiting to get paid on the 7th. So I'm gonna have to either figure something out on my own, or ask my uncle to send a little more, or swindle away a third way somehow. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I got enough food to get me through the week. I've already bought enough of that, but I would say I mismanaged the money, but the reality is they just switched up how they were doing it. They cut it in half, essentially. And everything that, was supposed to be coming to two different places, now they combine it and make it one, but didn't increase the amount. So it's like, but when they do stuff like that, how is one supposed to even know that they've done that until you find yourself without it? I just understand who I'm dealing with. It's the same people who are protecting the people who are killing babies in Gaza. This is who these people are. One way or another, that's the system from which America works. And a system that will back Israel even when they are slaughtering children for 200 days plus. And while everybody's watching, they'll back them anyway. It's like, these are the people I'm asking to give me some money to help myself. And that's exactly how I look at it. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.